I was volunteered on behalf of my whole family. They're a little more shy. So my name is Melissa Broadshow. My husband Ryan and my kids Hendrix, Jameson, and Blakely have been members of First Lutheran Church since 2022 when we moved to Detroit Lakes. It only took a couple of services when we were trying out churches before we knew that First Lutheran was our new church home. What sealed the deal was the service where one of Joe's kids was crawling under the pew and the other was running to his side while he was preaching. And we thought, if the pastor's kids can do that without anyone batting an eye, then our 3 wild kids would be welcomed with open arms. We've been coming ever since. After joining, Ryan joined the church band, playing guitar. I began teaching Sunday school and eventually joined the youth and family ministry, and our kids began attending church school. There was a short stint where Blakely tried to be Joe's associate pastor. If you remember, she'd give him loud amens, raise her hand, and try to add to his sermons. Thankfully, she realized she's a Lutheran and we live in the Midwest and we don't really do that here, so. Along with other volunteer opportunities throughout the years, we also took over the Children's Christmas Store in 2024. As much as we like our time spent at First Lutheran, we recognize the improvements our church home needs. One of the biggest areas of improvement lie in the classrooms and youth space. Our classrooms currently serve 80+ pre-K through 5th graders, 70+ 6th through 8th graders, and 25 high schoolers. That's over 175 children using our building on a weekly basis. Our very energetic younger kids currently have no designated large group space. We currently use the multi-purpose rec room, which is not very kid-friendly. It has bare walls, no furniture, and a hard floor to sit on. The floor has to be swept with a metal detector before each gathering in attempts to catch any spare straight pins that escaped from the quilters, which isn't always 100% successful. And quilters, I completely understand. I'm a sewer and my family often finds my spare straight pins around the house. Another area I would love to see improved is the children's bathrooms. There are 2 bathrooms between the rec room and the first floor classrooms, which isn't nearly enough for the volume of kids we have in that space. In all honesty, the kids tell us the bathrooms are creepy. The younger kids are scared to go in them due to the walls, floor, and ceiling falling apart, and they often get stuck in there due to how heavy the doors are. As a teacher who used to teach solo on Sundays, this means that if one kiddo has to go to the bathroom, we are all taking a field trip to the bathrooms by the church office, which then leads to drink breaks and grabbing snacks off the tables in the dining room, and by the time we get back to the classroom, the kids are all very wild. A deficit of our classroom space is definitely the leaking windows. We like to use the ledges to store class material and art projects to dry. Because of the water that leaks in, we aren't able to store anything on the ledges that isn't in a plastic tub. I'm guessing the water that's leaking in is causing more damage than just to our art projects. For my last area of concern, I'd like to address the temperature in the education wing. Where are my kids out there? Kids, how would you describe the temperature in the classrooms? Huh? Walter? Eleanor? My kids? Yeah, what is it? It's medium? Well, I think that's being nice. Most kids would describe it as very hot. I would think we'd have to make our money back in heating costs alone. Our classrooms run about 90 degrees on a daily basis due to having no air control or air conditioning in that side of the building and being packed with all of the children. My children usually come to church school dressed for summer year-round just so they can sit through class. A couple weeks ago, I had a small group confirmation student sticking his head out of a 3rd floor window just to cool off because he got so warm up there. As a church school teacher, it gets very challenging to keep our kiddos' attention when they are all overheating. I know it can feel overwhelming to think about the capital campaign and the money that needs to be raised, but this isn't just a building. This is a second home, a place where our kids are growing up, a place we gather together to develop and grow friendships, and of course, a place to explore our faith. The more my family becomes involved, the more we enjoy our time spent with the congregation here. As a mother, I love watching my kids run around church with their friends and comfortably approach the staff and tell them the newest happenings in their life. Ryan and I plan to grow old in this community and hope to be coming to FLC for years to come, making more memories and participating in our growth. We feel having a solid structural foundation to do so within is important for that overall growth and mission. We hope you will all consider contributing to the capital campaign in whatever level is comfortable for your family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa, and thank you to you and your family for your